The Indian Army's Pinaka rocket launcher could soon make a global impact as France eyes India's cutting-edge defense tech. France could become the first NATO power to acquire India's indigenous Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher system. Both nations are strengthening strategic ties, considering a reciprocal defense trade. This after the Indian Defense Ministry approved the massive order for 114 Rafale fighter jets for the Indian Air Force from Dassault Aviation for nearly $30 billion. In turn, France could acquire Pinaka, dubbed the Indian HIMARS. In fact, the Pinaka was tested in 2024 by French Army's Brigadier General Stéphane Richaud, who appreciated its rapid deployment, NATO compatibility and mobility. The French brigadier added, "We are evaluating the Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher system because we need a system like that. We are evaluating it among the other systems offered by highest countries offering such systems. India is among the highest countries producing weapons." He mentioned the growing bilateral ties between India and France and added, "This is much more than a business partnership. This is cooperation and this is a common future together." Our news report on India-Pakistan tensions was ranking among the top 5 in Google News videos. I am Shobhit Mittal. Do subscribe to InConnect News for the most informative news content. France is currently looking for alternatives to fill urgent artillery gaps due to frequent military aid it is providing to Ukraine amid the war with Russia. France's LRU rocket system that is based on the M270 platform has been significantly depleted. With obsolete equipment and depleted inventory, France has turned to India to restock its significant artillery shortfall with India's indigenous weapon system. After India's nearly $30 billion Rafale decision, Paris in turn is exploring Indian systems apart from Pinaka, which also include ammunition and electronic warfare gear for balanced defense trade between the two strategic allies. A Pinaka battery consists of 6 launcher vehicles, where each one is capable of firing 12 rockets in under 45 seconds. It also includes 6 loader replenishment vehicles, 6 replenishment vehicles and 2 command posts with fire control computers and Digicora MET radar for weather data updates. Pinaka has the feature of shoot and scoot with quick setup in 3 minutes to combat mode and then retreat within 2 minutes to avoid enemy fire. Pinaka rockets can carry a warhead of up to 100 kg. The Pinaka Mark 1 variant has a range of 45 kilometers, while the Mark 2 and the LRGR, or the long-range guided rockets, offer an extended range from 90 to 120 kilometers. The Pinaka can be integrated to work in tandem with UAV systems like the Heron or Searcher drones. It takes 15 minutes to reload and just 4 minutes to target. India exported its Pinaka artillery system to Armenia in July 2023 as part of a 2,000 crore rupee deal which included 4 Pinaka batteries, ammunition and anti-tank rockets. In January 2026, Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh flagged off the first batch of guided Pinaka rockets to strengthen Armenia's precision strike capabilities amid regional conflicts with Azerbaijan. Armenia thus became Pinaka rocket system's first foreign buyer. Other countries too have shown interest, which include, apart from France, Saudi Arabia, Vietnam, Indonesia, and others. Pinaka's development actually began way back in early 1980s as a requirement of rocket artillery to replace the existing Soviet-era systems like the BM-21 Grad for the Indian Army. The Ministry of Defense sanctioned 2 confidential building projects in 1981. After all the assignments, the development began in 1986 and the first test firing actually took place in 1995. This indigenous Pinaka rocket system did its combat debut in the 1999 Kargil War and proved its effectiveness against adversaries in high mountains. The initial Pinaka Mark 1 has a combat range of 37.5 kilometers and it was deployed in 2006. And served till 2010 via Larsen & Toubro and Tata Power collaboration. Enhanced Pinaka variants with guidance kit entered service in 2016. Simultaneously, the variant MK2 or the Mark II and ER or extended range with combat range of up to 120 kilometers was tested just some time ago. The Defense Ministry stated, Defense Research and Development Organization, or the DRDO, has successfully completed the flight tests of guided Pinaka weapon systems as part of provisional staff qualitative requirement validation trials. It added that 12 rockets from each production agency were test fired. The Pinaka system is already deployed by the Indian Army in highly secure regions across the borders, including the LOC with Pakistan and the LAC with China in Ladakh and Arunachal. 6 Pinaka regiments are currently operational along the northern border with China and western border with Pakistan. The plan is to replace older systems with the enhanced guided Pinaka launchers and rockets, with the total targets of 22 regiments with the Indian Army. But what do you believe? Can Pinaka become India's first major defense export to a NATO power? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to InConnect News.